Wisconsin has a 10-day residency requirement, which means you must have resided at your current address for 10 days in order to vote from at least 10 consecutive days in order to vote from that polling place or that location. If you have not yet, reached that, then you vote from your old polling place. If you've not yet reached 10 consecutive days at your new address. So that's probably the most common question on election day would be that, or what do I need to bring to prove my residency? Some people don't have, bills that would qualify, or proper, proof of residence. So that would be another one. Or what works as my identification? There are all sorts of questions. You don't have to have a current address on your identification, for example. That would be, another common question. To register to vote, they would need proof of residence to bring with them. So that can be a utility bill, it can be a driver's license that has a current address on it, it can be a voting ID. There are a whole list of things that can qualify. A lease, but you need some type of proof of residence, which is a document that proves that you live where you say you live.
What do you need to produce in order to vote?
So you need to bring some type of proof of identification with you. So whereas proof of residence is I live where I say I live, proof of identification is I am who I say I am. So there's a whole separate list of things that qualify under that, but generally speaking, the easiest one that comes to mind would be a driver's license. It can be a driver's license that has expired since the date of the last general election, which was in November of 2014, or a voting ID that's been acquired from the Department of Motor Vehicles. Anything of that nature would qualify. A passport. Those would be valid proof of identification. A veteran affairs card, tribal identification. Those would all qualify as valid proof of identification. There are websites put out by the Wisconsin Election Commission, which is the governmental entity that runs elections. So if you have any questions, the Wisconsin Election Commission can provide information on that. My organization that I volunteer with, Wisconsin Election Protection, also has a Facebook page and a Twitter handle, and we do respond to questions that are put out on that site. You can also call 866-OUR-VOTE with any questions, and those are answered by a lawyer as well. We are absolutely taking volunteers in terms of any attorneys who want to be observers. We take roving attorneys. We're a nonpartisan organization that attorneys can volunteer for. They will then rove different municipal sites, different polling places, and supervise our lay observers and report back to us with any problems that they see going on. So that's one way. Another way is to get involved as a poll worker. So for that, you can contact the municipality, your municipality, in order to ask what you need to do in order to get involved as a poll worker.